Welcome back to Darkness. The following video has been taken from public sources and is for entertainment purposes. Please do your own research. The Astoria Underground. In the western United States, beneath the streets of Astoria, Oregon, the oldest American settlement west of the Rockies, a hidden world waits in the dark. Fog rolls in from the Columbia where it meets the Pacific, the graveyard of the Pacific. Ships vanish, secrets linger, but the deepest ones, they're not out on the water, they're under your feet. After the Great Fire of 1922 reduced 30 downtown blocks to ash, Astoria rebuilt higher. The streets rose on massive chair walls, concrete sealed the old wooden underbelly, and what remained was a labyrinth of tunnels, utility corridors, and forgotten rooms stretching for thousands of feet. Some once housed Chinese families in cramped spaces, thick with incense, dried fish, and damp earth. Others, according to stubborn local legend, moved shanghaied men drugged in saloons, dragged through trapdoors, and woken already at sea, bound for forced labor. Historians debate the details, the stories refuse to die. Children once slipped through as mole gangs. Ghost hunters still report footsteps and voices that don't belong to the living. Tours now lead the curious through a restored section, smoke-colored lights, artifacts, and the quiet sense that something older is listening. So hold that image and open H.P. Lovecraft's The Shadow over Innsmouth, a decaying coastal town, half-forgotten in salt-rotted houses, unfriendly eyes a little too wide and a little too glassy. Whispers of a secret pact with something that lives beneath the waves. Sea captains who brought back more than gold. A cult that bred with the deep. People who slowly change then disappear into the sea or the boarded up houses and hidden tunnels in the town itself. Astoria and Innsmouth are not the same place. One is real, one is fiction, but the feeling is unnervingly close. Isolated port, marine wealth built on things the surface pretends not to see, an underground network that once moved people and goods in the dark, a community that closed ranks around its secrets, fog that erases the line between land and water, and the persistent dread of whatever lives below the streets or beyond the reef has never fully left. Filmmakers felt it too. In 2005, Seattle writer Grant Cogswell and director Dan Gildark brought Lovecraft's story to the Oregon coast. Their independent film, Cthulhu, relocated the shadow over Innsmouth to a fictional river mouth, Astoria, all in but name. You can find it on YouTube, and I've linked it in the description if you're interested. There are gray skies, storm-tossed waterfront, decaying docks, and the town's own underground passages that became the perfect Edrich stage. Actress Tori Spelling appears. Local extras filled cult scenes, and hooded figures marched with candles. The atmosphere did half the work. During an early script reading, a man named Diabolus Rex approached the filmmakers. A magister of the Church of Satan, an associate of Anton LaVey, he was raised in Astoria by parents who practiced there in the 1960s and 1970s. He told them that Astoria was Innsmouth, listing parallel after parallel, including childhood basements that opened onto the old tunnel system. The filmmakers took note. The town's fog, isolation, and layered secrets had already drawn them. His words only confirmed what the place itself seemed to whisper. Whether the tunnels once carried more than goods and shanghaied sailors, and whether the occult undercurrents of the mid-20th century left deeper marks, the surface of Astoria stays quiet. The river keeps its counsel, and the concrete covers what the fire tried to erase. In Lovecraft's tale, the horror is cosmic and hereditary. In Astoria, it's a historical, atmospheric, and half-buried. Yet both ask the same question when you stand on the waterfront at dusk. How much of the town is still human and how much of it has already gone under? If you ever take the Astoria Underground tour or rewatch Cthulhu, listen carefully when the lights go low. The tunnels remember, and so does the river. like shadows that rise when the tide comes in. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Darkness. If you enjoyed my content, please like, share, and follow for more.